Hello, and a very warm welcome to the Sacred Womb podcast, where we talk about all things to do with befriending our menstrual cycle, deeply healing both our feminine and masculine aspects, and how we can indeed utilise our cyclical nature as a natural spiritual pathway that's encoded within our bodies. I'm your host, Melanie Swan, and you can also go to thesacredwomb.com for more information and loads of fantastic free resources. Hello, and welcome back to the Sacred Womb podcast. This is episode 26. Why do our menstrual cycles synchronize? So today I'm going to be discussing that. And before we start, I would just like to thank you for listening to this podcast, and a few of you have been putting reviews on iTunes, which I really appreciate. I'm interested in your feedback, and so I'd like to read a couple to you, and I would like to encourage you to leave your own review. And you can do that with the link in the show notes. So thank you to Rachel from the UK. She said, this is a wonderful podcast talking about all things sacred feminine, an area that is just coming into the public awareness. It is indeed. She said she loves the warmth and information given in this podcast. It offers many varying views and perspectives for me to explore. Thanks, and keep up the wonderful womb work. Awesome. I find that so encouraging, and it spurs me to go onwards. And also I know, okay, what I'm putting out to you is of value, and that's what I want to do. I want to give you great value so that you can listen to these podcasts and implement these action steps in your own life. And I want them to be able to make a difference, in a very positive way, so that you can connect with your womb center. You can get tools to heal yourself and connect with your menstrual cycle and enjoy your periods and awaken the sacred womb center. So that we can all return to our sovereignty, because every woman that wakes up to this amplifies this portal. It's a wider portal when it joins together, when we join together, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Just wanted to mention another review from Ajikak, also from the UK, who says, fantastic source of women's wisdom and teaching about a new way of being that can enable us to have a more fulfilling life. So useful. Again, thank you for your review. All right then, so I just wanted to give a little shout out to the listeners in Saudi Arabia. Wow, I looked at the statistics for the podcast the other day, and there's a growing listenership in Saudi Arabia. So I really appreciate whoever's spreading the word there. And if you can join the Sacred Womb private Facebook group, and or you can email me with your feedback, with further questions. And I love hearing from you and engaging with all, everyone who listens to this podcast. The more we join together, the more we connect with each other, the more we light each other up, and the more we become empowered, just simply by connecting. Okay, so onwards, let's get started. All right then, so why do our menstrual cycles synchronize? So I sat with this question for a little while. I had a body sense of it, and then I got words to it. We bleed together so we can create together, heal together, see together, weave together. Our blood time draws us together into an altered state, amplifying our ability to work with the void, to open that portal and become a bridge for the divine feminine into this reality. We become, we channel, we are an embodiment of the divine feminine. We're a bridge for the great unknown. So I'll read that one more time. We bleed together so we can create together, heal together, see together, weave together. Our blood time draws us as women together, into an altered state, amplifying our ability to work with the void, open that portal and become a bridge for the divine feminine into this reality. Wow. That took me back. In fact, I got that through quite a few months ago now, and it's taken me a few months to savour it, digest it properly, and to be able to speak this out and share it with you. I actually don't want to say too much about that because I think it says it all there. And in thinking about the action step for this, what I came up with was for us all to ask two of our closest friends where they are at in their cycle. It's a simple awareness tool that immediately connects our menstrual cycles. Where are you? I'm day this, I'm day 19, I'm day 20, I'm day 14. So that's one step. The next step would be, how can I support you in your moon time? So just I would ask you to see how that feels if I was a friend of yours, and I'm calling you one day and saying, hey, I'm wondering where you're at. What day of your cycle are you on? And so your moon time is coming in X number of days. Is there anything I can do to support you taking space during moon time? Could I look after your kids for an afternoon? Would you like a little foot massage? Could I come round and offer you that? Would you like to chat? So in that way, what we're doing is we're supporting each other's respect of our menstrual cycle. And maybe if we don't know what day we're at, we've forgotten, or we're not tracking our cycle yet, a question from a close friend might kind of click us back into, oh God, I've forgotten, actually, where am I? Or I don't know where I'm at. Why are you asking me? And it could help raise awareness for that person. Of course, they might not want to. But I'm guessing if you're listening to this podcast, you and your closest friends are probably tracking your cycle and try to take time for yourselves during moon time. So that's the 2 action steps from this. To firstly contact your 2 closest friends and ask where they're at in their cycle, and secondly ask, is there anything I can do to support you during your moon time? Just a note here, I did do this I was doing this with a friend when I lived in Thailand, and within 2 months our cycles had synchronized. So when we'd started offering each other little foot massages and space and to be heard, and she sent me a message one day saying, I'm in moon time, how's about that foot massage? I had to message her back saying, yeah, I'm in moon time. I'm not up for a foot massage. I'm not up for massaging. I'm in my space now. And then that brings something else. Okay, now our cycles are synchronized. How about we sit together and just sit with our wombs, see what happens? Because what will happen is we're going to pull each other in to a deeper space. Whoever's in the strongest space will naturally bring the other to that space. And if we can imagine like a couple of empowered women sitting in their moon time space, and another woman joins that circle, that consciousness, that awareness is going to pull the other woman in, and she's going to be able to more easily sit in her womb space, in the moon space. Another woman joins the circle. What happens? That energy is even greater then, and she more easily clicks in. So in this way we can help each other remember, and we start to weave a web of connection over the entire earth of women who are connected with their menstrual cycles and can pop into and work with the void during moon time. Oh, what a world that would be. And we're getting there one step at a time. So those are your 2 action steps from this podcast, ladies. What I'd love to do is just finish by reading that little passage again. And if you found this useful, please do leave a review on iTunes. It's very, very helpful, and for other women to see when they're searching for new things to listen to in this area. So links in the show notes anyway. Why do our menstrual cycles synchronize? We bleed together so we can create together, heal together, see together, weave together. Our blood time draws us as women together into an altered state, amplifying our ability to work with the void, open that portal and become a bridge for divine feminine energy into this reality. We're an embodiment for the great unknown. And I'll see you next episode, ladies. I really hope you enjoyed the podcast and that you got some useful tips out of it that can make a genuine difference in your daily life. And if you'd love to work deeper with this stuff, then do head on over to thesacredwomb.com, where you can sign up to receive the weekly newsletter and an invite to our private Facebook group, where you can share, learn and grow with like-minded women in a safe, supported space. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do leave us a rating, and your comments are very, very welcome. And I'll see you next time.